I said last question a couple of questions ago, or perhaps as a politician would, I lied about that. Because I want to follow up with that. If ultimately, even on core issues, a representative wants to change his or her vote, and they propose that to the constituency, and then you have well-funded activist groups on both sides arguing it out. Mm-hmm. Isn't it true that the only reason money in politics and in government is a problem is because the electorate does not do what you're talking about? Members of the electorate do not study. They do not think. They do not investigate and rigorously try to decide these issues. Instead, they hear an ad on TV. This guy's a communist. This guy's a right-winger. This guy... And immediately their mind's made up. What's going to keep that from continuing to happen?
Yeah, I think your point's very fair. I think the difference is the money today is about the person. And what you're talking about now is the money's going to go to the issue, right? And that's where we win. When the lobbyists start campaigning for the good or bad of an issue, and the people get to decide what the representative's going to do, we've won. But what the money is going to the person to get the person elected, that's the problem, right? When we see the little ad that comes on with the guitar playing and the guy gets up there, the lady, oh, I'm a wonderful guy, vote for me, I have a wonderful... Right now we're just voting on, that's like American Idol. But when we start talking about issues and telling the people why they should vote on this issue, now we're educating the population, and now we've won.
If you really are educating the population. Yeah. And the point of my question goes to, what if you're not? What if you're still just slapping them back and forth like a ping pong ball?
Yeah, I think your viewers are much, much smarter than you're giving them credit for. There are intelligent people out there, and they'll understand the issues. I mean, that's why you're seeing this big angst over healthcare right now, because people understand what we're talking about is the government coming in and taking over a much, much bigger piece of our lives. And that's what people aren't comfortable with. Does healthcare need to be reformed? Absolutely. But look at what they're trying to do. They're trying to reform healthcare without even mentioning tort reform. Could that be because 60% of our senators are lawyers and 37% of the House are lawyers? Right? I mean, people get that. It's like, well, look, if we're going to...
Tort reform, limiting malpractice awards.
Yeah. And if you say, well, what's the core issues we're trying to solve? Everybody agrees that, look, if you or someone in your family comes down with a problem, right, that the insurance company shouldn't be able to cancel you, right? Okay, well, let's go fix that issue, right? Let's don't go fix kind of these big grandiose things they're trying to do. And that's why you're seeing this revolt in Massachusetts, the bluest of blue states, right? And independents won. He's won as calling himself a Republican, but he's not a Republican. He's an independent. He's a people's choice who's saying, stop this mess with the government. You're overreaching.
And if he behaves that way for 6 years, you would predict re-election?
Yeah, I mean, we'll see. I hope he does. And I hope that that's just a trend where the American population is saying, we're moving in the right direction. Maybe we need to do more of this. Let's get more independents up there, right? And that's what GO is about. It's a process to elect 435 true independents, right? Beholden to nobody but themselves and the people of their district.
All right. Thank you very much.
Okay, very good. Yeah.